Okay, people, that's Lorenzo. That is the boss and chef and everything to do with Gallo Nero restaurant. And he's a very dear friend of mine. Excellent cook. I can say that over and over again. And he actually did a lot of work in UK 20 years ago. And then now he's been gallivanting around Malaysia and being a benefit to the local industry, tourism industry in Langkawi, because he has a restaurant in Langkawi called Gallo Nero Italian Restaurant. Today there was 3 dishes. There was a salad, a mushroom salad.
Today you had the mushroom salad.
Tell me about the mushroom salad.
Yeah, today you had the mushroom salad with gorgonzola, cheese, some toasted walnut, and balsamico dressing that we make everything in house, super fresh mushroom. He became one of, just now you were asking me what's your best dish. I would say if you get the menu, all of our dish I would call the best dish. That's why they are there. And in fact in June I would like to change a bit my menu, but I don't know what to take out from our current menu. Because all the food that we have on the menu, they're doing so well that that will be difficult for me to say this is no good or this is better or this is
But
better.
if you put too much, then you will have a problem as well. If you put too many dishes in your menu.
If I put too many, then I will lose the concept that I'm doing now. Because of course, it's all about Italian cooking. It's all about using fresh ingredients. It's all about the simplicity of the cooking. And the freshest of the ingredients that you use. So I don't want to make a too big menu, but probably what I will do, I will keep this, which has been everyone's favorite, and do special like I did today. So
Okay.
I will implement some special on daily basis. Every weekend too, we do every Saturday lunch and Sunday lunch. We do a special lunch menu based on what food I can find on the market. The prices they will be a bit cheaper because obviously lunch people they don't want to spend as much money as when they come in for dinner. So it's much more affordable.
So you keep the price pretty reasonable.
I keep reasonable. My prices are for the quality that I use. My prices are already reasonable. Because I'm using all the ingredients that 5-star hotel are using in Langkawi. I'm using the same ingredient that they are using, and I'm selling it half of the price.
How long have you been cooking?
I started as an apprentice when I was 12, 13. My father he had friends who had a restaurant. So during the school time, I used to go there during summer, get extra money and get some extra money and work for him for 3 months every year. And then I eventually get into the cooking feeling. My grandfather was a great chef as well. Not a famous chef, but a great chef. And my father, he had a cooking passion too. So it just came after
Once in the family.
It just came after that I had to follow the family tradition of being a chef.
Very nice, very nice. What was
I've
the...
basically been cooking for almost 40 years, I would say.
That's a long
So
time.
that's been a long time.
What is the name of the salad that you sent?
It doesn't have a name because most of the dishes that I do here, I wouldn't say are my creation, but are my is the way it's my way of preparing the food. So I don't like stereotype like Caesar salad, spaghetti with meatball. I will do it, but I will put a personal touch into it. Or I will do my own version of a Caesar salad.
So if somebody wants the salad that was presented today, what do they have to say?
They say what you read on the menu is what you're gonna eat. So yes, you can call it, just to make it short, you can call it mushroom salad. But there's so much more layer around that. You know, maybe in New York, mushroom salad is just some grilled mushroom with some balsamico on top. That could be called a grilled mushroom salad as well. You know, for recipe, there's not a copyright. Even when you make carbonara or you make a arrabbiata, there's not a rule or a law that has to be done that way. There's who make a arrabbiata and you put black olives. There's who make a arrabbiata and you put capers. You know, so the way I like to do my type of cooking is very much personalized.
Personalized, I can
Personalized
tell.
up to my taste and up to what good food I can find on the market, because obviously we live in a small island, so we don't have access like Singapore or like Kuala Lumpur, that you have a daily flight from Italy, a daily flight from Australia, so you can use a lot of imported produce. So what I do, I especially during COVID, I changed a lot my way of cooking, and I incorporate a lot of local produce as well into my way of cooking. So like the example, like the mushroom salad that you had today, I don't use rocket lettuce, but I use watercress lettuce. Why? Because during these 2 years, I couldn't get any rocket lettuce. So what's the point for me to import rocket lettuce from Australia? He come here, I only get it after maybe a week, after it's been picked from Australia. I get it almost wilted by the time I get it. And I can get fresh watercress, which has been picked from the water this morning. So that's how as I say, I do my recipe based on what food I can find on the island, and based on my taste too. You know, I love watercress. So
It was very nicely presented.
Yeah. And it's different. You know, it's different than they use a rocket, parmesan, and balsamico. That you can find everywhere. But you cannot find it because I'm honestly speaking, my restaurant is in the middle of nowhere. He has this beauty. Once you enter, he has this beauty. He has this character. Once you enter the restaurant, but from outside, you'll be rather eating at the beach, at the sunset place, with the breeze, with the sunset breeze coming up.
With the fire show.
With the fire show.
Which I have to shoot tonight.
But why you come here? Because here I'm different. I don't cook stereotype. I don't cook carbonara with cream and chicken. I don't cook penne pollo, whatever they call it. Or so I try to be different. I want to be different, and I try to be different because I do feel I'm quite creative when I'm cooking. And I'm passionate as well.
It showed.
And I'm passionate as well.
Very nice.
It will be very boring for me to cook for 40 years spaghetti alla bolognese or penne alla arrabbiata. It will be very, very boring for me. So I try to put my touch into it based on, as I say, based on what good I can find. I make a right balance in between import and local ingredient, because obviously I cannot use everything local. Olive oil extra virgin still has to be imported. My flour to make my fresh pasta that I make every day has to be imported. So a lot of items that we see in our daily shop are imported. But a lot of vegetable, a lot of fish, a lot of meat. Meat I will import from Australia. Top cut black Angus meat. So whatever, it would be impossible for me to use Malaysian beef. It's simply not suitable. It's simply not suitable to make a ribeye steak. So what I cannot use locally, I definitely have to import. And when I import, I try to import the best that I can.
Now tell me about the fillet. Tell me about the fillet
The fillet
that we presented today.
The fillet of the fish was bought this morning at the fish market. I go quite often at the fish market.
What fish was that?
In Malay they call it ikan merah. Ikan merah which means red fish. So there's not really a translation. I translate it to red snapper, but it's not. He's of the snapper family, but it's not a red snapper. It's a snapper family, so I call it red snapper because I couldn't call it ikan merah. But it's even better than red snapper. It's much more expensive because the meat. If you taste the meat, is first of all it was fish in the sea. So it was not farm, and already you can taste the difference. And then his name is Camera, which I translated red snapper, but the real name is Camera. But if I would have put Camera, many foreigners wouldn't have understand. And the staff they were quite busy, so they didn't have time to do.
How did you serve it?
I especially serve it for you because you asked to have some pasta. So I make up some fresh Jalan for you, and then I make a fumet sauce with the bone and the head of the fish. I make a stock, then I reduce it, and then I put a touch of cream and saffron. So I serve it for you with some sauté spinach, some handmade Jalan pasta. And then fumate saffron creamy sauce.
The pasta was very al dente.
Very al dente because I have a special recipe to make my own fresh pasta, which I won't be telling you. But
Okay.
because I was telling you before, again, like a penna arrabbiata, not everyone has the same recipe. Even fresh pasta, there's not. Yes, you can say 1 kilo of flour and 8 eggs. That will be. Let's say the standard recipe that everyone uses. But then there's a chef who like to put less of egg and more egg yolk. There's a chef who like to put a bit of semolina flour and less 00 flour. There's a chef who made 1 kilo of flour with 48 egg yolk for a kilo of pasta.
Wow.
So there's so many
Different types and layers,
different type and different recipes,
methods, and
all based on
personal
experience, personal technique, and personal taste too.
Now tell me about the dessert.
Dessert, the panna cotta. This recipe, to be honest, I've been carry this recipe since I was a young boy. One of the first recipes I learned to make 40 years ago when I started to become a chef. In the restaurant where I used to work, we used to do this panna cotta, and after 40 years, I'm still using the same recipe because it was so good that I will never change. So I'm still, it's a 40,
and you touched it with passion fruit.
Sorry?
And you coated it with passion fruit.
We coated with passion fruit, which is the local fruit which grow easily in Malaysia. Mango and passion fruit. It was a mixture of mango and passion fruit. So the panna cotta was a bit tarty. So with the sourness of the passion fruit, I find it has the right balance when you eat it. So that's why. So one is sweet and sour. So we always try to find perhaps you see like creamy, crunchy, sour, sweet. We try to balance the dish, but to fight themselves as well. So if you put a sweet, then you want sour. If you put a cream, you want some crunch into it. If not, it will taste very dull. So, example like our tiramisu, we put some crumble of amaretti biscuit.
I've heard about your tiramisu. Most of your customers have been telling me about your tiramisu.
famous-
So the
it's a
next
famous
time I
tiramisu,
come,
the famous
I would
tiramisu,
like to
yes.
try your
It's a famous
tiramisu,
tiramisu.
and I would like to try your lamb shank.
Yes, that's
Apparently,
another recipe.
I was just told about it.
That's another recipe. Take me 2 years, as I say. This morning at 9 o'clock, I was doing the stock with the lamb bone and some beef marrow bone. I was doing the stock. Then I leave the stock to chill overnight. I will throw all the fat away. And then tomorrow will be another long process to cook the lamb shank. But the base has been done today, and then tomorrow it takes me 2 days to cook.
I heard it's very tender.
Yes. I cook it for 4 to 5 hours in its own juice with the stock that I prepared in the day before. Lot of vegetable, lot of spice. There's a lot of layer in the lamb shank.
I had
There's many layers.
a random mixture of people I spoke to, Singaporeans, Brazilians, Germans, Thai, today,
Fantastic.
and they
Yes.
all had one thing in common.
Yeah.
They were very, very, very pleased with the food
Yeah.
that they had.
But that's why I say we are in the middle of nowhere. If they come here, it has to be a reason.
And they were pleased at the fact that you were very personal, you came up and you talked to them.
And I have a great team as well behind myself. You know, now I'm getting all the credit, but I have a great team. I've been training them now. It's been already maybe more than 6 months. They are nice. They follow recipe. They accept criticism. They accept compliment because they love what they do as well, which is very important. You know, when you run a restaurant, you cannot do everything on your own. You can be the best chef in the world. You can be Gordon Ramsay, as you said just now. But if you don't have the people who
Behind you.
who follow your idea,
Your SOPs, your wills, whatever, follow you, there's no Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, if they don't follow, there's a word to it, I cannot remember. If they don't follow if they don't follow your idea, then the food wouldn't taste so nice. And same goes for the flour as well, you know. The flour, they have to serve what you prepare. They have to be proud of what they serve because they know it's very good. Because they love my food as well. So they are very proud when they serve the food and they're very happy too. So
very nice.
So that is the whole atmosphere that yes, the food is good, but it's the whole atmosphere who make this restaurant a great restaurant. It's not just the kitchen, it's not just the floor. You can have a great waiter, but if the chef cook bad food, it will never be a great restaurant.
And there won't be a repeat customer.
If the waiter fight with the kitchen, it will never be a great restaurant. It has to be a team, has to be a teamwork. The philosophy, just I wanted to tell you, the kitchen are following my philosophy. They want to learn what I do because especially every weekend for lunch, we always do something different because I want them to learn more. Not only about cooking, but about technique as well, about cooking technique. There's who cook the fish, who put it from the skin, who put it from the meat. Why? There's a reason behind it. You need to study. You need to, kitchen is never. You never stop to learn, and you never stop to study. Why you put it from the skin first and not the other way around? There's a reason for it, and everything else too. So.
In closing, your restaurant speaks for itself. Invite everybody who come to Langkawi to come to your restaurant. If you come to Langkawi,
if you come to Langkawi, you definitely must come to. If you come to Langkawi and you love Italian food, you definitely must come to Gallo Nero because we cook
our food 99.9% like we do it in Italy. And 0.1% is we cannot use the water that we use in Italy. And then the rest is everything, even the atmosphere, you will feel like you are in Italy. So if you are in Langkawi and you already eat your fried rice, you already eat your Malay food, you already eat your Chinese food, and you are European or local, and you feel like a change, you must come and try our restaurant.
And if you've not tried Italian food, this is the best place to try.
And if you don't like Italian food, it's still a great restaurant anyway, so you have to come to it.
Very nice. Thank you. So if you come to Malaysia, I say you must come to Langkawi. And if you come to Langkawi, there is no way, I mean, I've done restaurants and I've done places and events and stuff like that. I'm not saying this because Lorenzo is my friend. I'm saying this because Lorenzo is a great chef. Very passionate, very creative. He's a great chef. And he's a very, very, very people person. And that was evident by all the people that I interviewed today. If you come to Langkawi, remember these words, a Gallo Nero Italian restaurant. Just remember that, Google it, find it, Waze it, get your ass here, check his food out, and then come and comment down
See you in Gallo Nero.
with my friend,
We want to
Chef
see you here.
Lorenzo.
Ciao, thank you.
Gallo Nero Restaurant, Langkawi. Look him up on social media, and I'll put all the links down there. If you care for the Lima event, make it a point to come to Gallo Nero. Then they're at Smith Building, right?
The Smith House Hotel.
Smith Towers
That's the
Hotel.
Smith House Hotel. We are at the other end of the hotel.
So they're at the other end of the Smith Tower Hotel.
There's plenty of shops. If you want to come and buy, there's a pharmacy, there's a Guardian. So before you come to eat, you can do some shopping as well. A small shopping around here as well. And,
Do what you do. Come here, go to the harbor, check out the mangroves, and
get a drink by the sea.
Yes, go to get a drink by the sea. Go sky cap.
Get a sunset drink by the sea, and then come for dinner in Gallo Nero.
And then after Gallo Nero, if you still have time,
Go back to the
beach and check out the fire show, which is where I'm going to finish the fire show with my friend
Yes.
Lorenzo at the beautiful, quaint Gallo Nero restaurant.
Grazie.
Lorenzo,
Grazie, Jesse. Thank you.
grazie, mahallo,
Ciao, grazie.
my
Grazie
friend
mille. Ciao.
Lorenzo.
Ciao.
Bye bye, mahallo.